CAF awards Nigeria 3 points and 3 goals, fines Libya $50,000.
The contract sum awarded in 2022 for 1.4 billion naira have been fully paid for, but remains unexecuted.
House of Representatives summons Permanent Secretary of Works over abandoned road project.
They work together with the Kano State government to ensure that all the dividends of democracy are provided.
Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf expresses satisfaction over conduct and turnout of voters in local council elections across Kano State. Hello and welcome to the news desk at 6 on Nta News24. We are reaching you live from Abuja. I am Nta Daniels. President Bola Tinubu is congratulating Shirley Ayako Botchwey, Ghana's Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, on her election as the incoming Secretary General of the Commonwealth. On Friday, leaders of the 56 Commonwealth nations meeting in Apia, Samoa, elected Botchwey, a 61-year-old former lawmaker who has served as Ghana's foreign minister for the last 7 years, as the 7th Secretary General. Botchwey, who is expected to assume office on April 1st, 2025, is the second African to be elected Secretary General of the Commonwealth in its 75-year history, after Chief Emeka Ayoko of Nigeria, who served in that position from July 1st, 1990 to March 31st, 2000. In a statement from the Presidential Advisor on Information and Strategy, President Bola Tinubu expressed belief that Botchwey's extensive career in public administration, foreign affairs and regional development makes her a perfect fit for the job. President Tinubu looks forward to working with the incoming Secretary General to advance the Commonwealth vision of fostering peace, equity and prosperity for all member nations. The President also reaffirms Nigeria's commitment to championing a Commonwealth that prioritizes strengthening intra-Commonwealth trade, African exports, and a unified presence at the United Nations that supports an African bid for a permanent representation at the Security Council. He thanks the outgoing Commonwealth Secretary General, Baroness Patricia Scotland, for the years of leadership and wishes her the best in her future endeavors. The Disciplinary Board of Confederation of African Football (CAF) has awarded Nigeria 3 points and 3 goals from the botched Match Day 4 encounter of the 2025 African qualifiers between Libya and Nigeria, initially scheduled for Benin on 15th of October. The committee found Libya guilty of breaching Article 31 of the African regulations, as well as Articles 82 and 151 of the CAF Disciplinary Code. The Libya Football Federation, aside from forfeiting 3 points and 3 goals, has now been ordered to pay a fine $50,000 within 60 days. With this, the Super Eagles now have 10 points from 4 games and will need only a draw in their next game to qualify for the next AFCON in Morocco. Earlier, a sports analyst, Jacob Oyakole, via Zoom, reacted to news relating to the disciplinary action taken by CAF in favor of Nigeria's Super Eagles, as well as the implication, or rather lessons, that should be drawn from the Nigeria-Libya experience.
Because that will serve as deterrent to other teams that are planning to be mischievous. Before any FIFA game, you see what they call fair play. And the name of the game is fair play. So, but what they are doing is totally unacceptable by any means, by any standard. It is anti-football, and it should not be allowed. Good one for CAF for being bold to take that decision to award the 3 points to Nigeria, because Nigerians are actually ready to play. They are ready to take the game to them. But Libya, cowardly, they decided to play the game outside the field of play, but rather to ensure that they frustrate Nigeria not to play the game. Now they have paid the penalty and they are to pay another $50,000 fine. That serves as deterrent. And again, it should go on record that any team that tried to do that should be severely punished. Even beyond that, they should be thrown out of the competition, because you need to really set examples. Young lads and others are watching. As a matter of fact, the entire world is watching, and we want to portray CAF and Africa in the global light. So, a welcome development by CAF. They themselves knew what is awaiting them. It's only a matter of time, or they felt they could buy their way through CAF. But CAF is made up of people of high integrity, and they stood their ground. Because what they are trying to do is to use the North African Alliance to intimidate CAF, to choke CAF into favoring them. But CAF made up of people of dignity.
The Northern Senators Forum has expressed concern over the power outages in many states across the northern region and appealed to federal government to intervene. In a statement, Chairman of the Forum, Senator Abdulaziz Musa Yar'Adua, said the outage resulting from vandalism and national grid disturbances has slowed economic activities, affected healthcare delivery, and imposed expensive fuel costs on citizens, as small businesses are struggling to operate and livelihood impacted. The forum wants government to prioritize repairs on the Shiroro-Kajuna transmission lines, enhance security to prevent vandalism, and support renewable energy as well as mini-grid solutions to provide sustainable power options. The statement acknowledges the progress made in power distribution under the current administration and appreciates efforts to improve the sector, stating, however, that more needs to be done. The House of Representatives has invited the Federal Minister of Works to appear next week unfailingly before its Committee on Public Accounts to explain the alleged non-execution of a 1.4 billion naira contract to construct the Gidang Wire to Kano Federal Highway, which traverses through Kajuna State. Chairman of the committee, Bamidele Salam, says the ministry is yet to respond to several invitations by Parliament to give the status of the road project.
To answer to this very weighty allegation that a contract sum awarded in 2022 for 1.4 billion naira had been fully paid for but remains unexecuted. Honorable colleagues, as we speak, we have neither received a correspondence from the Federal Ministry of Works, either in writing or verbal or any form, and here we are today in this hallowed chamber waiting for the appearance of the concerned permanent secretary.
At another parliamentary sitting, the House Committee on Federal Road Maintenance Agency has restated the need to fast-track the rehabilitation of dilapidated federal highways in the country to ease the pain of commuters.
The road has been dualized, but you will fight from left and right from Benin till you get to Asaba. Sir, before now, Onitsha to Enugu used to be fully dualized road, but because of our lack of quality attention to maintenance, Onitsha to Enugu is no more the kind of highway that you and I can be proud of.
The challenge is, I need 1 million naira, what is available is 100,000. So the issue now is, how do we manage this lean resource to address this enormous challenge?
The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, says the Air Force will continue to rise stronger and united by purpose to the protection of the nation's skies and the people. This was at the 2024 fourth quarter road march exercise at the NAF base at Sakoro, Abuja, where the Air Force male volleyball team presented the Division 1 League trophy to Air Chief. Defense correspondent Olajide Bello reports.
In the face of evolving security challenges, the resilience of the Nigerian Air Force stands as a testament to the force's unwavering commitment to safeguarding the nation's territorial integrity.
May I have your permission to carry on with the exercise, sir? Carry on.
The fourth quarter route march, a routine that symbolizes more than just physical exertion, echoes the military's enduring spirit and commitment to fitness. With the Chief of the Air Staff on ground, this march serves as a testament to readiness, resilience, discipline that defines the Nigerian Air Force. The exercise reinforces the significance of being prepared, aligning with the Chief of Air Staff's philosophy of deliberate training and mission-oriented force development.
It is a reminder of the importance of physical and mental readiness in our line of duty. Our fitness is a critical component of our operational effectiveness. And as we face evolving security challenges of our nation, we must continuously sharpen our readiness for the tasks ahead.
Air Marshal Abubakar is leveraging sports for youth development among wards of NAF personnel.
In the very near future, we shall be organizing inter-command-based youth competitions as a strategy to keep our wards busy and to expose hidden potentials.
A minute's silence was observed in honor of the 5 valiant NAF athletes who lost their lives en route to the Africa Military Games. As the NAF is reiterating its commitment to a reinvigorated and highly professional Air Force, the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, commended President Bola Tinubu for his continuous support and procurement of state-of-the-art platforms to enhance the Nigerian Air Force efficiency. Olajide Bello, Nta News.
Navigating a tidal wave of improved health outcomes, the Naval Officers' Wives Association, NOAA, with armed forces and paramilitary wives, has set a steady compass aimed at changing the narrative in cancer care in Nigeria. Defense correspondent Naijatu Tijani joined them on their cancer awareness work at the Naval Unit at Sakura and now reports.
Taking a bold step, these wives of military and paramilitary officers are working in solidarity to raise awareness about cancer, emphasizing the importance of early detection and affordable treatment.
We are begging women, don't keep it. Some people stay so long and the thing has advanced and it's become difficult. So that's why we are saying early detection is key and you must know your risk. Come out, don't be afraid.
Breast cancer is the most common cancer affecting women. It counts for over 22.7% of all new cancer cases in women. As wives, mothers, sisters, caregivers, we all have the important role to play in spreading awareness.
You see so many battling with this challenge and then we don't know how to go about it. So awareness, information, education is key.
After the walk, they gather to listen to the experts who highlight regular screening.
Lately, we saw this established. Every 3 months after your list coffee.
It is also an opportunity for the women to come together to honor those affected by cancer and reaffirm their commitment to fighting it.
As the slogan says, no one fights it alone. And so the early detection is advocated as well as appropriate treatment for those suffering from cancer.
Naja'atu Tijani, NTA News.
The military has arrested a naval personnel, LS Akila A, deployed at Forward Operation Base, Dansadua, for Operation Fasan Yama, who opened fire and killed a fellow military colleague. In a statement by the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba assured that after investigation, the case will be forwarded to a standing court-martial set up to address such misdemeanors among troops. Meanwhile, the administrative procedure for notifying the family of the deceased is ongoing, noting that the full name of the deceased will be released in due course. The Defense Headquarters urged the media to exercise caution in reporting and avoid anything that will further demoralize the bereaved family of the victim. This is the news desk at 6 on Nta News24. We have more reports, but after the break.
My administration took over leadership of our country 16 months ago at a critical juncture. The economy faced many headwinds and our physical security highly impaired. We found ourselves at a distant crossroad where we must choose between two paths: reform for progress and prosperity, or carry on the business as usual and collapse. We decided to reform our political economy and defense architecture.
Welcome back. We head straight to Borno State, where the chairman of National Population Commission, Asa Kwara, has led the commission's delegation to Borno State to sympathize over the flood that ravaged Maiduguri. Lucia Adagbo reports that the NPC made donations to aid recovery plans.
Population Commission NPC's meticulous data analysis of the flood that submerged Maiduguri puts the number of affected people at more than 700,000 and 130,000 buildings touched, which the state office of the NPC not spared.
Structurally, document-wise, almost everything that were domiciled at the head office have been destroyed. We are lucky some of the items, non-sensitive materials, census materials, that have been distributed to the local government offices. But for those that are here, both the non-sensitive materials, some of our records, the furniture have been destroyed.
The NPC delegation is in Maiduguri to assess the level of damage. Chairman Nasir Issa Kwara, while performing his duty, also visited the executive governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Zulum, where he announced the Commission's humanitarian assistance.
The staff have contributed a token, 10 million, that we are giving to the Borno State. That's the commissioners and the staff of National Population Commission.
You know it before. We are giving you the support and we shall continue to provide support. On your estate, buildings that have been destroyed, we put us together to see how we shall also complement your effort.
The team later paid homage to the Shehu of Borno, Dr. Abubakar Umar Al-Amin Al-Kanemi.
The operation here of Borno State Office cannot take place here. We have to get a temporary office. We condole with the government and people of Borno State.
The Maiduguri flood caught national and global attention, with aids coming from sympathizers. Oluseyi Adiagbo, Nta News.
And Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf has expressed satisfaction with the conduct and turnout of voters in the local council elections across Kano State. He made the remarks after casting his ballot at the Chiranti polling units in Gwale local government area. Abdullahi Mustafa reports.
It is local council elections day in Kano, and voters came out to elect 44 local government chairmen and 484 councillors. Here at Diso Chiranchi ward in Gwale local government area, Governor Bakabir Yusuf, who is a registered voter, joined the electorate to exercise his democratic right. After casting his ballot, the governor shared his satisfaction with the election process and lauded the enthusiasm of Kano's citizens. Governor Yusuf also urged the people of Kano to remain peaceful and law-abiding throughout the election period, emphasizing the importance of maintaining order during the democratic process.
We are electing those executive members of the local government councils that will be able to talk, to have contact directly with the rural dwellers.
He highlighted the election's significance, noting that it fills critical leadership roles that directly impact communities across the state.
They work together with the Kano state government to ensure that all the dividends of democracy are provided.
The turnout and engagement in this local election, the governor noted, mark a positive step towards strengthening governance at the local level in Kano. In Kano, Abdullahi Mustafa, Nta News.
In Niger State government has approved 80,000 naira minimum wage for the state civil servants and that of local government councils. The Governor Mohammed Omar Bago disclosed this shortly after meeting with the organized labor in Minna, the state capital. Hosseina Musa has the report.
Our members, there is victory for us.
Sequel to the removal of fuel subsidy and pronouncement of the new minimum wage by the federal government in July this year, state governments were directed to follow suit. It is in view of this that the Niger State government made the pronouncement of 80,000 naira minimum wage for both the state and local government civil servants, effective from November 2024.
1,000 naira is sustainable, and we are sure with our strides in agriculture, we will still up it very soon. You know, we're encouraging civil servants to start to do production. We are creating civil service farms so that our civil servants will be productive.
It's not commensurate to the economy right now, because if you look at a bag of rice, 80,000 cannot buy you a bag of rice as of now. So it's not commensurate, but at least a step forward. We heard what the governor said. We are starting with 80,000, and we are hoping that probably we'll go to 1 million. That is what the governor said.
The decision of the state government favored the union, as it initially presented 70,000 to 80,000 naira as minimum wage for the state, even as the committee on the minimum wage will work on the consequential adjustments. In Minna, Hosseina Musa, Nta News.
Life is full of challenges, but the hurdle faced by these special needs is unique as they continue to strive to be relevant in society as well as their faith. This came to the fore during the 30th anniversary celebration of the Association of Deaf Muslims in Nigeria. Ibrahim Bello Gunda reports.
The challenges confronting Muslims with special needs in Nigeria, Association of Deaf Muslims in Nigeria, established 30 years ago, is giving voice and hope to them so as to rediscover themselves Islamically. Guest speaker Professor Suleiman Alabi Yusuf delivered a paper titled Atmos, 30 Years of Giant Strides, the needed reinforcement.
Gratefulness or gratitude, appreciation of what Allah has provided is very important, because the more you appreciate what the Almighty has done for you, the more Allah increases you in favor.
President, Association of Deaf Muslims in Nigeria, Suleiman Saka Dagbo, highlighted challenges confronting deaf Muslims, effort at addressing them, and the need for the society to lend them a helping hand.
We have the following needs: support in the area of employment, economic empowerment and scholarship for higher education students, establishment of an Islamic center in Ibadan that will play a triple role of, number one, Islamic model school for the deaf, apprenticeship in various annual contracts, empowerment and capacity building training for Muslims leaders, mobility vehicle.
There were a series of activities lined up to mark the 30 years anniversary. In Abuja, Ibrahim Bello Gunda, Nta News.
And that concludes the news desk at 6 on Nta News 24. Thank you for watching. I am Nta Daniels.